Good afternoon. My name is William Atkinson. I'm the Assistant Fire Chief of Nashua Fire Rescue. It's my pleasure to welcome you this afternoon to our Nashua Fire headquarters, where we'll be recognizing 12 of our newest recruits of the class of 231 and swearing them in as members of our organization. If you are able, would you please stand and join us with the Nashua Fire Honor Guard posted colors. At the conclusion of the Pledge of Allegiance, please remain standing for a moment of silence for our departed members.
Left, face.
I pledge allegiance
Present.
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order, arms. Honor guard, pose, colors. Right, face. Forward, march.
Thank you. Please be seated. I'd like to take a moment to recognize some in attendance: our Board of Fire Commissioners, Vice Chair Gary Lambert, Clerk Marie Ann Malizzi Goya, Commissioner John Steer, Local 789 President Tom Hooley, retired Nashua firefighters, Chief Steve Buxton, Deputy Chief Mark Cooley, James Kirk, Bob Barrows, and Kevin Kerrigan. And our instructor cadre for the class of 231, Captain Glenn Nielsen, Lieutenant Jake Dodge, Lieutenant Rich Meyer, Lieutenant Sean Chamberlain, who can't be with us today, and Private Michael Melchione. This time I would like to invite the Chief of Department, Steve Buxton, to come forward for remarks.
Good afternoon. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all for attending today. This ceremony is the result of a lot of hard work that has been put in by our recruits. Work that is not sustainable without the support of family and friends. So as we move through the service today, I would like you to take the time to take it all in and enjoy this day, as it has been very well earned. I would like to thank the recruits, the training division, and the instructors who worked hard to make this program a success. Your efforts are greatly appreciated, and we are about to show the entire organization the results of this hard work. Life as a probationary firefighter is not easy. It's not supposed to be. Probation is a period of time where you're about to be challenged to be the best you can be. It's a time when you are under the microscope in the eyes of our entire organization. A probationary period is necessary to determine if you as an individual are a good fit for our department. What does a good fit mean? It can mean a number of things, but primarily it means that you get along well with others, that you can meet a certain performance standard, you are capable of performing your job, and most importantly, you can work as part of our team. The skills that you have been learning are essential skills: fire prevention, fire suppression, emergency medical techniques, technical rescue, as well as safety and survival. All members of NFR are required to complete a probationary period, But this is only the first step of your journey here at Nashua Fire, and this has helped form your foundation. From this day forward, you must continue to build upon this foundation and grow into your role as a member of Nashua Fire Rescue. All of our members must continue to hone their skills, be open to new and different techniques, and always be ready to meet the needs of the community as emergencies develop. I would ask that you take a look around our organization. The facilities, apparatus, and staffing that make up Nashua Fire stand above most other organizations. Recognize that this came at a price, through hard work over many years by those who came before us. It is incumbent on each and every one of us to continue advancing the mission of Nashua Fire Rescue, and we owe it to those who served before us, those who are yet to arrive in the organization, but most of all, we owe it to our community to continue these efforts. From this moment forward, you will be known as being associated with Nashua Fire Rescue. Anything you do or say will be a reflection on our organization, good or bad. People in our community will place you in high regard, and you are viewed as a role model. You are trusted and set high on a platform. Because of this, you must uphold a code of conduct that is different than others in our community. This is essential if we are to maintain our public's trust. Carry this responsibility appropriately and humbly. As you progress through your career, I encourage you to explore different aspects of our organization. Always challenge yourself and be willing to step outside your comfort zone. Stay motivated, engaged, get involved, and most of all, stay appreciative of the opportunity that you have in front of you. Thank you very much.
At this time, the Chief of Department will administer the oath of Nashua Fire Rescue to the new recruits. Recruits, please come forward.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to uphold the Constitution of the United States, the laws of the state of New Hampshire, the charter of the city of Nashua, and the rules and regulations of Nashua Fire Rescue?
I do.
Will you faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all duties incumbent upon you in your position, so help you God?
I will.
Congratulations.
Please be seated. Before we begin the pinning of the class, I'd like to take a moment to recognize Captain Glenn Nielsen, Lieutenant Jake Dodge, Lieutenant Rich Meyer, Lieutenant Sean Chamberlain, Private Michael Melchione. Under the direction of the captain of our Training Safety Division, Captain Nielsen, I believe our instructor cadre has delivered some of, if not the finest recruit class training to date. This is the first time that we have implemented a new model for a class curriculum delivery, and from all accounts I have heard and seen, I believe it was a glowing success. This group of recruits has been provided the tools and skill set to best set them up for success in our organization as they prepare to hit the floor with their first station assignments. I offer a round of applause as recognition of the instructor cadre's tireless efforts. Now what we're all here for. We will now begin the pinning of the class. As I call each member up, if the person pinning them could please accompany them. Alistair Wigglesworth. Alistair is from Bethel, Vermont, and comes to NFR from the Meredith Fire Department. Alistair is being pinned by his mother, Madeline Daniel. Matthew Costa. Matthew is from Nashua, New Hampshire, and comes to NFR from Londonderry Fire Department. Matthew is being pinned by retired Battalion Chief James Rogers, friend and mentor. Nicholas Camposano II is from Goffstown, New Hampshire, and comes to NFR from Raleigh, North Carolina Fire Department. Nick is being pinned by his wife and children, Kate, Layla, Emma, and Caleb. Whitney Rogers is from Tingsboro, Mass, and comes to NFR from the Burlington, Vermont Fire Department. Whitney is being pinned by her mother and father, John and Helen Rogers. Dimitri Vinitos is from Nashua, New Hampshire, comes to NFR from the Hudson Fire Department. Dimitri is being pinned by his girlfriend, Caitlin Retiglio. Sorry. Can't remember that one. Retigliano. I'm sorry, it's Retigliano. Cameron Covert is from Nashua, New Hampshire, and comes to NFR from the Hudson Fire Department. Cameron is being pinned by his father, Law Covert. Kyle Gailey is from Hubbardston, Mass, and comes to NFR from the Gardner, Mass Fire Department. Kyle is being pinned by his wife, Anna Gailey. Jacob Latham is from Nashua, New Hampshire. Comes to NFR from the Auburn Fire Department. Jacob is being pinned by his father, Dan Latham. Cameron Burns is from Sunapee, New Hampshire. Comes to NFR from the Canterbury, New Hampshire Fire Department. Cameron is being pinned by his best friend, Ryan Santori. Brian Johnson is from Lynn, Mass. Comes to NFR from the Raymond Fire Department. Brian is being pinned by his father, Robin Johnson. Micah Wanetti is from Goodyear, Arizona. Comes to NFR from the Exeter Fire Department. Micah is being pinned by her mother, Cynthia Allen. Kevin Bossy is from Bow. Comes to NFR from the Andover, Mass Fire Department. Kevin is being pinned by his wife and daughter, Hannah and Leah. This time I'd like to call forward recruit Brian Johnson, firefighter, to offer his remarks for the class of 231.
How we doing? All right, so this is a thank you from Class 231, from everything that has gotten us to this point. So, on days like today, I think it's important to celebrate and enjoy the fruits of our labor. However, it's entirely shadowed by the importance of being grateful for what's gotten us here. For starters, we'd like to thank all of our friends and families for being there for us, not just on this day, but when it truly counted. Those days we don't like to talk about, when your own willpower isn't quite enough. Those days when you're dog-tired and you come home to your favorite meal ready and waiting for you, or those late nights when you get home greeted to the peaceful faces of your loved ones sound asleep. All a subtle reminder of what and who we're doing this for. My old man, who's standing here today, grew up without a father in the mean streets of Lynn, Mass. Vowing to break the cycle, he raised me and my sister practically on his own and shielded us from the hardships he endured, giving us opportunities he couldn't dream of when he was my age. Dad, I will forever be grateful for the life you've given me. I wouldn't be standing up here today if not for you. Every good trait I have that led me to this point, I got from you. The examples that you set and the lessons you taught me along the way. If I could grow to even be 1/10 of the man and father that you are, then I consider myself successful. Next, we'd like to thank Chief Buxton for this opportunity and for the honor to don this uniform that we wear today. This uniform, which symbolizes a rich legacy of excellence, courage, honor, and selflessness of those who wore it before us. It gives the Nashua firefighter a unique drive to be the best for ourselves, the people of our beautiful city, and most importantly, our brothers and sisters who stand alongside us who too bear the insignia of Nashua's bravest. Yet here we are. Here we stand, even more humbled by Chief Buxton's generosity and insight. The idea that I stand here before you with little over a year of fire experience is a testament to this. These 12 recruits were not selected because of their years in the job or the number of certificates they hold, but by the content of their character and their willingness to be molded into the firefighter that this city so rightfully deserves. And for this, we are ever so grateful and cannot ever allow ourselves to grow complacent. We've been given a gift that very many people long for, but very few will ever receive. Never forget that. Lastly, we'd like to give a special thanks to our instructor cadre, Captain Glenn Nielsen, Lieutenant Jake Dodge, Lieutenant Rich Meyer, Lieutenant Sean Chamberlain, and last but certainly not least, Private Michael Melchione. Make no mistake, these gentlemen owed us nothing, yet for the past 5 weeks they've sacrificed their time from their friends, families, and lives to pour their hearts and souls into us and to pass on the knowledge and techniques forged over their combined 116 years of experience. They established a consistently high standard for us by leading from the front, giving us 110% and expecting no less from us in return. My father would always ask me growing up what it meant to be a true professional. He would go on to explain to me that the mark of a true professional is not in one's ability to perform a task well, but to make the task easier and better for the next person who comes along. Ladies and gentlemen, I can assure you without a shred of doubt that there are no true professionals in the 5 names that I stated prior. Gentlemen, although there's no way to ever truly repay you for such a kindness, we hope that you find solace in knowing that every one of our successes on the fire ground is directly due to your effort, skill, and compassion on the training grounds. They didn't do it for self-gain, to see their name written on a plaque, or to wear the green instructor t-shirt. They did it because they cared. They cared about us, they cared about the people whose lives we are now entrusted to protect, and they cared about preserving the rich legacy of the firefighters that came before us. Because the future legacy of Nashua Fire Rescue will be written by us and the recruit classes that follow. And as we move on to our respective groups and stations, may we never forget our duty to continue on the legacy and traditions of those who came before us, and to leave it with a heritage that would make our ancestor firefighters proud. For we will forever be guided by the lessons taught to us on these grounds. Lessons on the importance of attention to detail, trust in your gut, being a student of the job, making time to save time, deciding who you want to be for your career, and to always keep moving forward. We thank you for your time, and we wish everyone a long, happy career in doing what you love alongside those that you love. Sincerely, Class 231. May be seated.
As we conclude today's ceremony, I offer the following quote from George Washington Carver. When you can do the common things of life in an uncommon way, you will command the attention of the world. Class 231, always be the hardest worker in the room, carry yourself humbly, and enjoy the job. The time you will spend in this career will go by quicker than any of you can understand. To the families of the newly appointed firefighters, thank you for your role in their success. The importance of the support of our families should never be understated, and Nashua Fire Rescue is grateful to all. Thank you to the Nashua Fire Rescue Honor Guard for your support at today's event. Your time and sacrifice is greatly appreciated. Please feel free to take some time this afternoon to take any pictures that you may wish to memorialize this ceremony. We thank you for coming today, and I'd like to offer one last round of applause for their newest recruits. Congratulations.